So this is final part of sketching Randy Orton, and we are going to focus on basically first of all ears, then lips, then nose, and then neck, and then tattoos of the Randy Orton. So first of all we are going to start with the ears, and as I have uploaded a complete tutorial of how to draw ears, that tutorial is completely possible here for the Randy Orton sketch. So you can check out the I button, you can see the how to draw ears. So after that thing I'm not going to discuss about how to draw ears. The next thing I'm going to discuss about is the nose, and the difference is that the right hand side part of the nose you can see so many smaller details, and to make those smaller details use your mechanical pencil. As it is a part of a skin texture, use your mechanical pencil and make as more details as possible. And what I mean about details is that make outlines as much as possible for the nose. Like the downside part of the nose, there are so many smaller lines are going on, right? But for most of the time what happens is that the nose, it just having a little bit more darker part on the center, not center, downside part of the nose, it is little bit more darker. Left hand side part is having little bit more detail. But for the Randy Orton sketch of this particular portrait that I'm using, or the reference picture, the details or the downside part of the nose, there are a lot of difference that are going on, not difference, details are going on. So for that reason make as much as details as possible, and then use H pencil for making those details. I always recommend that use lightest pencil for making outlines, because while making outlines it is much more easier to rub them or erase them afterwards if your details are not much easier. So for that reason always use H pencil for making outlines. And then second thing, just shade them. And for blending the base layer, as I always say that use a tissue. Tissue is the best thing you can use for making or blending any type of base layer for skin texture. And as we have discussed in the second part how to make skin texture, I am not going for that part. Also you can check out the second part. The left hand side part of the nose, there are some part which are skin texture and this type of basic things, so I'm not going for that part. Now next we are going to focus is lips part. The main difference between the tutorial that I have uploaded for the how to for more and much more detailed, for I have gone for more and more details for lips, for male lips and for female lips. But difference here is that it is the poster of WWE Backlash. It is a pay-per-view for WWE, and it is the poster of Randy Orton, and for that reason it is much more edited, and the lips are literally darker on the center. And for that reason complete dark parts we always use a charcoal pencil, and keep on focusing that I'm not going to use a graphite pencil for the upper part lip and lower part lip. I'm just going to use the powder of the charcoal pencil that we have used for the center thing. And then second thing we are going to focus is on the left hand side part of the lips, where little bit more darker part is going on, like the cheek part, and these are the basic things. So for next thing we are going to focus is the neck part. The downside part of the neck, you can see it's completely dark, and the reason is that the shadows are going on, like the light source is directly on the center of the face. So of course the forehead part is more exposed to light, and the lower part of the neck is much more darkened. So for that reason I'm going to use a charcoal pencil for those parts. But the parts which are a little bit more lighter, use the powder of the charcoal pencil that we have used for the neck. And first of all make outlines using a hard charcoal pencil, then again go for a little bit more blushing, or you can also use a powder of charcoal pencil that we have just darkened. The next thing will be the lines of neck and this type of things. So basically for the lines and these are the curls of the face structure. Like if you are just relaxed and someone took your photo, you will see so many wrinkles, so many straight lines and this type of things. So basically to make those lines and this type of things, just make outlines first, then just shade those things, and then finally use a mono eraser to create those highlights. Highlights are much more important for any portrait. So many people I see nowadays just don't give much detail like highlights and shadows. Much more important thing is that just focus on shading, and then finally using a mono eraser to create highlights. Then finally for the tattoos of Randy Orton, we are going to use a soft charcoal pencil. And so many people will ask me that skin part, the tattoos are also the skin part, so why I'm going to use a charcoal pencil? And as I always recommend that the parts which are like clothes, ornaments and this type of basic things, always use a soft charcoal pencil. But tattoos are the part of skin texture, right? So why I'm going to use a soft and why I'm using a charcoal pencil? And the reason is simple, that after using a charcoal pencil, the difference between the skin and the tattoos will be much more visible. Why? Because the tattoos are a little bit more darker in nature, right? If you have a tattoo, if you see someone having tattoo, you will see so many details which are a little bit more darker or black in color. So for that reason I'm going to use a charcoal pencil. And charcoal pencil don't darken every part. It shouldn't be look like a drawing, it should look like a sketch. So for that reason I'm going to use a soft charcoal pencil. And basically the same technique that we have used for a skin texture will be applied for the neck and different type of shoulder and this type of things. So this is how we can complete Randy Orton sketch. If you have any question regarding this tutorial, you can just comment down below. I will just reply every single of you all. And I know that it is not possible to just completely say how to tell you that how to draw this completely sketch in just 6 minutes or 7 minutes. So you can check out my second channel, Shwet Sketches 2.0. Or you can also check out the thing like I have uploaded a complete realistic sketch on my second channel, which is Shwet Sketches 2.0, as I said before also, where you can see a complete 6-hour or 8-hour sketch. So just check out that part, and I will see you in the next tutorial. So till then, bye bye, see ya. So that was all for this tutorial. If you learned something from this video, subscribe and drop a like. Comment down your question and queries regarding this tutorial. Meanwhile, take care of your loved ones too. Have an artistic day. Tattoos.